Thank you everybody for watching my videos, and I hope you enjoy the world of Ooze Bros. Hello everyone and welcome to Ooze Bros. This is your host Anders, and today I'm gonna talk about how to make this slime pit He-Man. It is not finished yet. I'm gonna show you how I made the colors and what materials that I used for it. This He-Man was a beater He-Man, and as you can see, the waist is pretty loose. He's going around the places with this waist, and you can also hear the spring inside just going up and down. He also had lost some of his hair. He's got a huge mark right here down his hair, and some spots that are missing some paints. He was definitely a beater. He also got some on his face and some paint on the shoulder, so I actually put some more paint on them to cover up the area. So this figure wasn't loved anymore. You can actually see some of the silver paint here on the thumb. Just gonna paint that over. There was some silver paint on him. He was probably painted on before, and an unfinished custom or so on, but I bought it as a beater, and he is definitely also a beater. So I'm just gonna give him new life, so he's gonna be loved again on my shelf as a slime pit He-Man. Give that a thumbs up. And for the materials that I used on this not finished slime pit He-Man, he's still VIP, he's work in progress. The materials that I used were these stone markers, and I thought to myself, if these can paint on stones, then they definitely can paint on plastic as well. And the green one I'm using here is actually the bright green on this one. You can see it right here. This is the bright green. I also used the red one for the eyes, and I'm just going to show you how I made this technique on the eyes here. So on these stone markers, they came like this. They are the white, green, blue, yellow, black and red. And to use these, you can actually just take it out. You're going to shake it 30 seconds and then it's good to go on painting on. Then the tip on the marker is getting the color on this one. I can show you that I haven't used the blue one yet. So it starts like this with a white tip, and when you shake it and use it, then the tip will be the color of this liquid paint in here. So for making the red around his eyes, I'm just gonna show you here on a paper, and we're gonna shake this. We're gonna shake both of them. We're gonna use the red and the green. Just, yep, it's probably all good now. And you're just gonna make an area, and it's gonna dry up a little bit. And the technique on making the dark shade around the eyes comes with actually putting on some of the green on here, and it will get darker around because you are mixing the red and the green. You can actually see right here that it's getting this darker area around here. And the same I did with the eyes. You can actually see here. So I painted big area around the eyes with the red color and then put on some of the green, and I actually think that it looks pretty good on the eyes, that he got this darker shades, because he's first I just painted them red, and I thought this is not how I want him to look. So I made the shade around instead, and I actually think that it looks pretty awesome. And another color that I used to get this clear green, I bought these Creative Crafts tableware markers, service markers, 6 pieces to paint on surfaces like plates and cups and so on. So it says here service markers. I'm only using the green one, and when you paint on, just gonna find the area here, I haven't painted. When you paint on, you actually get this clear green skin, like he's just been slimed on. So you can still see the skin underneath, but it's not the clear bright skin. He got this slimy green look on it, and I actually think it looks pretty amazing. So first of all, I painted this with this stone green. You can see the color here, the bright green, and I just put this service marker on it to actually put on. So it will be just mixing on them, you can see here. I think it's a pretty cool effect to get, that you can still see the skin underneath, just pouring slime onto him. So you can still see that he's actually this He-Man human still, but now he's just a possessed. So I'm gonna finish him, and I hope you enjoyed the final result on him. I'm gonna take some good shots with him later on when he's finished. When I paint onto him, I put the color, the stripes downwards, so it actually looks like the slime has been dripping onto him and not just doing like this, because it makes more sense that it's dripping down on him. He's getting pretty slimed. I actually like the looks that he's getting now. He's pretty slimy. Just gonna paint some more on the back. By mixing these two green colors, it's really cool to actually make the green shades, because if you take too much of the light stone marker, you can always just mix it up with this tableware marker, so it will be more a dark shade on it. So don't be afraid to actually put too much on it, because you can always put some more of this tableware marker on, so it will be more blend in with the colors. The good thing about this paint it is that it actually dries pretty fast, so I can hold on to it while I'm painting. So it's actually pretty quick to make this custom. When I'm done, I'm gonna seal it up. You can see that I got some small spots on my finger paint, but that's like nothing compared to when you're painting with normal paint, acrylic paint or something else. You can hold on to a figure like I'm doing right now. And here he is, the slime pit He-Man before he gets the final touch, and that is actually just the sealing spray that he's needed. I'm just gonna use cheap hairspray because I actually think that it works pretty well, and I like the solution to actually save some money on these customs, and you get the same result like buying a more expensive sealing. So I'm just gonna use a cheap hairspray to get this glossy final look that I like. So I'm just gonna seal it up, and then we're gonna take him back and take some photos with this slime pit He-Man.